It's June, which means most of you are going to be engaging in some type of a performance review at some point this month. Now, maybe it's not a formal performance review, maybe it's just a, halfway through the year check-in. Whatever it is, it's still really important that you take it seriously and that you're prepared as you engage in that conversation. Now, if you don't have something scheduled, I highly recommend that you touch base with your boss. It's really, really valuable to have a dedicated conversation to saying, this is where we said we wanted me moving. Is this still aligned to helping us meet the objectives of the organization? So if you don't have that on the books, make sure that you touch base and ask for it. Right? We can't get something that we don't ask for. So be proactive and ask for it. So there's 3 P's that I want us to follow as you engage in these performance reviews. And I'm going to gear it a little bit more towards the virtual side, but these 3 things hold true regardless of if you're in person or you're doing it digitally. The first thing is I want you to prepare. Get a copy of what that performance review looks like. There are questions that are in your LMS or that HR can give you or that your boss can give you or that a coworker can give you. There are questions that you're going to go through. Maybe it's focused on objectives that you set in January. Maybe it's focused on the culture and the values of the company. Whatever it is, it's good for you to know. And then once you know those questions, I actually want you to go through and formulate your response to them. How do you answer these about yourself? How do you see this? What's beneficial in these answers that you could share? If it asks about something that you did that aligned with a specific value, well, that's fantastic. Now you have the opportunity to formulate a response. Think back through the last 6 months and try to figure out, where did I do something that aligned with this value? And then how do you communicate that message? So that's the first thing, is prepare, right? That's the first P. And the second P is pretty. I want you to make it pretty, especially if you're virtual. It is too hard to have all of this lack of tangibility in our day-to-day. And that holds true for your supervisor, your manager, your boss as well. I want you to take anything that you need to show during your performance review, and I want you to make it pretty. Put it on a slide, learn how to use Canva, go in, make a graph, right? If you've got data, turn it into something that is not just a number and a number on a spreadsheet. Turn it into something pretty. That is going to help you show your point. That is going to help you discuss the impact that you've been making. Make it pretty. And then the third thing, I want you to be proactive. I want you not just thinking retroactively about the last 6 months and how you communicate that. I want you thinking about the next 6 months and possibly beyond. I want you thinking about what do you need to do over the next 6 months in order to help you get to where you want to or need to be. And then in that performance review, I want you to be prepared to ask those questions. Ask for permission, ask for guidance, ask for direction, ask for support, whatever it is that you need to ask for. But don't forget, you can't ask for it if you don't know what you need. So being able to look 6 months in the future and say, this is what I want to work on, this is what I want to focus on, this is what I want to be involved in, it gives your boss the opportunity to then help you get there. So again, those 3 things. I want you to actually prepare, actually look at what that performance review is and prepare for it. Make it pretty. I want you to jazz it up, add some color, make it brand aligned. That's perfect. But make sure that you are taking it to a point where visually people understand. And then 3, I want you to be proactive. I want you to think about your future and where you want to be and help make sure that this performance review moves you in that direction.